Hello everyone, myself Manish Kumar, currently studying in third year in SVC Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering and bearing USN 1B 20CS 083. I am going to discuss today about introduction to HTML. Let's move to our slides. The HTML contents I am going to discuss today is introduction of HTML, objective of HTML, HTML terminology, how to create an HTML document, saving and viewing a HTML document, heading tags, advantages of HTML, and at last I am going to discuss about disadvantages of HTML. Let's move. Let's start our session with introduction of HTML. HTML is a language for describing web pages. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. As you can see the first letters of every word, HTML. That is the short form of Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is not a programming language, it is a markup language. A markup language is a set of markup tags. HTML uses markup tag to describe web pages. Let's move to the further slides. HTML, Hypertext Markup Language, is used to create document on the World Wide Web. It is simply a collection of certain keywords called tags that are helpful in writing the document to be displayed using a browser on internet. As it is written here, it is a platform independent language. What does mean? It means we can use HTML on any platforms like any operating system such as Windows, Linux, Macintosh, and so on. To display a document in web, it is essential to mark up the different element like headings, paragraphs, tables, and so on the document with the HTML tags. To view a markup document, user has to open the document in a browser. The browser understands and interprets the HTML tags, identifies the structure of the document, which part are which, and makes decision about presentation, how the part look of the document. HTML also provides tags to make the document look attractive using graphics, font size, and colors. User can make a link to the other document or the different section of the same document by creating hypertext links, also known as hyperlinks. Let's move to the further. Now it's time to discuss about HTML terminologies. Some commonly used terms in HTML are: first one is tag. What is tag? We will discuss here. Tags are always written within angles, brackets. It is a piece of text is used to identify an element so that the browser realizes how to display its contents. Example, first is HTML tag that indicates the start of an HTML document. HTML tag can be two types. First one is paired tag and second one is unpaired tag. Firstly, we will discuss about paired tags. Let's discuss about paired tag. A tag is said to be a paired tag if text is placed between a tag and its companion's tag. In paired tag, the first tag is referred to as opening tag and the second tag is referred to as closing tag. Every paired tag starts with the opening tag and the end with closing tag. Let's discuss about the second one, unpaired tag. An unpaired tag does not have a companion tag. Unpaired tag also known as singular or standalone tag. Example, BR tag and HR tag. BR tag is commonly used for line break tag and HR is used for heading tag or header tag. Let's discuss about some more terminologies of HTML. Attribute, DTD, element. Let's discuss about attribute. Attribute is the property of an tag that is specified in the opening angle brackets. It supplies additional information like color, size, home, font, style, etc. to the browser about a tag. Example, we can see here, most of the common attributes are height, color, width, source, border, align, etc. DTD. The expansion of DTD is document type definition. It is a collection of rules written in a standard generalized markup language, commonly known as SGML. HTML is defined in terms of its DTDs. All the details of HTML tags, entities, and related documents structure are defined in the DTDs. And the last terminology is element. Element is the component of a document's structure, such as a title, a paragraph, or a list. It can include an opening and a closing tag and the contents within it. Let's move forward. Now it's time to discuss about how to create an HTML document. The essential tags we are using in HTML are HTML, head, and body tags. Uh, every HTML document starts with HTML tag and end with HTML with forward slash tag. Head. What is head? In head, we are going to include title of the HTML page and metadata and etc. In body, what it contains? In body tag, we are going to include the contents whatever we want to display on the web page, whatever we want to display on the our website, whatever we are making, that we are going to include in the body tag. Let's move forward. First, we are going to discuss about HTML tag. The HTML tag encloses all other HTML tags and associated text within your document. It is an optional tag. You can create an HTML document that omits these tags and your browser can still read it and display it. But it is always a good form to include the start and stop tags. The format is first HTML with opening tag. Your title and document contains this text with HTML tags goes here, and closing tag of HTML. Most HTML tags have two parts, an opening tag and closing tag. The closing tag is the same as the opening tag except for the slash. Example you can see here. The slash mark is always used in closing tags. An HTML document has two distinct parts, head and body. As we have discussed earlier, head part contains title, metadata, and many more. And body parts contains whatever we want to display on the web browser. We are going to include inside the body tag. Body tag also end with the forward slash, and head tag also end with the forward slash head. Let's move forward. Let's discuss about head tag. Head tag comes after the HTML start tag. It contains title tag to give the document a title that display on the browser's title bar at the top. The format is, you can see here the format of title tag and head tag. Inside the head tag, we are going to include the title tag and whatever we want to display on the top of the browser, you can write it inside the title tag. Let's move forward. Let's discuss about body tag. The body tag contains all the text and graphic of the document with all the HTML tags that are used for control and formatting on the web. The format is, you can see here the format of body tag. But the body tag is inside the HTML tag, and whatever the data we want to, whatever the text we want to display on our web page, it is going inside the body tag. Inside the body tag, we can also include images, uh, and many more. The images, text, and many more. An HTML document web page can be created using a text editor, Notepad, or WordPad. All HTML documents should have the extension .html or HTML. It requires a web browser like Internet Explorer or Netscape Navigator / Communicator to view the document. Now we will follow some steps to create and view in browser our website. How to create and view the our website in the browser, we will see here. First step is open text editor Notepad. How to open text editor Notepad? First click on start button, then go to all programs, then accessories Notepad. Second step is enter the following lines of code. You can either you can copy or paste, or you can type it in the Notepad. Let's move to the third step of creating and viewing in our browser. Third step is save the file as myfirstpage.html. You can give any name as per your convenience. Go to file, save as, give file name myfirstpage.html as I'm convenient. it is convenient for me to give my first page.html. You can give your name as per your choice. Choose save as type all files, click save. And the last step is viewing document in web browser. Open Internet Explorer, click on file, open browser, select the file myfirstpage.html, click open, click OK. If you are using any editor like Visual Studio or some other editor, you can copy the path of the file and you can paste it here, and you can see the web page whatever you have made. Let's move on. We have earlier discussed about HTML tag, head tag and body tag. It's time to discuss about the heading tags. Let's discuss about heading tags. There are 6 heading tags starting from H1 and ending at H6. HTML has 6 header tags H1, H2, H6 used to specify section headings. Text with header tag is displayed in larger and bolder fonts than the normal body text by a web browser. Every header leaves a blank line above and below it when displayed in browser. You can see the code of heading tag. It is an example of a heading tag. As we have discussed earlier, HTML starts with HTML tag and ends with HTML with forward slash. It has two parts, head and body. Head tag contains title. As you can see here, title is given section heading, and body tags have 6 heading tags: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. Whatever we write in the body section, that is going to display on our web browser. The H1 heading 1 contains, this is section heading 1, and H2 contains, this is section heading 2, and so on, so on, so on. You can type it and check in your browser. This is the output of the previous slide. If you type this example and open it in browser, it looks like this only. Let's move forward. Now it's time to discuss about advantages of HTML. Let's move to the advantages of HTML. Let's discuss. HTML is easy to use. Loose syntax, although being too flexible, will not comply with standards. Supported on almost every browser, if not all browsers. Widely used. It is widely used language. Established on almost every website, if not all websites. Very similar to XML syntax, which is increasingly used for data storage. It is free of cost. You need not buy any software. Easy to learn and code even for novice programmers. It is also compatible for the beginners. And at the end, we are at the time we discuss disadvantages of HTML. It cannot produce dynamic output alone since it is a static language. We have not earlier discussed it is a static language and why it is said to be a static language. We will discuss it further. Sometimes the structuring of HTML documents is hard to grasp. You have to keep up with deprecated tags and make sure not to use them. Deprecated tags appear because another language that works with HTML has replaced the original work of the tags. Thus, the other language need to be learned. Most of the time, it is CSS. It provides security features are limited. It is a disadvantages of HTML. It provides less security features. Now, it's time to close up the sessions. Thank you.